This week on Home and Away in Australia, as Lacey's sister arrives in Summer Bay hoping to reconnect. Tane is quick to offer help to a stranded stranger when he finds her broken-down car on the road to Yabby Creek. The young woman, Jo, is clearly in need of help, with smoke coming from the engine and a bandage on her hand. But Tane's met with a frosty reception as Jo orders him to leave her alone. Jo is still stranded in the same spot when Tane returns later on. But after knocking back another offer of help, Jo decides to head to Summer Bay on foot. Her reason for heading to the bay soon becomes apparent when she meets up for dinner with her dad, none other than New Yabby Creek Sergeant David Langham. David and Jo have a beautiful relationship. Madison told TV Week. He took a stable job in Yabby Creek and she came to town because she doesn't want him to be alone. The next morning, David takes Jo to retrieve her car, only to find Tane there tinkering under the bonnet, clearly having not taken the hint. As Jo snaps at him for interfering, David, under the impression his daughter's being hassled, warns Tane to back off or face the consequences. Jo later takes the time to explore Summer Bay, where she soon finds herself crossing paths with estranged sister Lacey. It was revealed on David's arrival that Lacey had left the family home 6 months earlier, around 18 months after the death of her and Jo's mother. Having changed her surname from Langham to Miller, her mom's maiden name, Lacey wasn't pleased when her father coincidentally ended up in Summer Bay, reiterating that she wanted nothing to do with him. Later opening up to Leah about the accident that had taken her mom's life, Lacey revealed that her father had been more interested in forgiving the guilty driver than actually mourning for his wife. A recent promo has revealed more of the story, however, with flashbacks appearing to show that Jo was driving the car which their mother was killed in. Whether Jo was actually the guilty party in the accident and whether David could even have pulled some strings to protect her remains to be seen. But the reunion between the sisters proved to be a fiery one. Whilst Jo attempts to talk to Lacey, Lacey has no interest in having anything to do with her sibling. "You can't keep burying your head in the sand," Jo is seen saying in the promo. "You should suffer for taking her away from us," Lacey replies. But as Lacey turns to storm away, Jo grabs her arm, prompting Lacey to punch her in the face. "The fight scene was actually my first day on set, which was really fun," Madison added. "Sophia and I get along so well in real life, so it's always funny when we have to fight each other." Cash steps in to break up the fight, and bundles the pair into a patrol car. Although Cash is aware of Lacey's link to David, he's blissfully unaware that he's escorting both of his new boss's daughters to the police station. David's in despair when he finds Lacey and Jo hauled in, and as the pair continue to argue, he's left wondering if there's any hope of pulling his family back together.